In 1970, at age 16, I became pregnant. I knew I could not be a mother and wanted an abortion. Abortions were not available in my Midwest state. I had to go to New York City. The local Planned Parenthood warned me that at my age, I probably would not be successful without a parent's consent. As the extent of my sex education had been telling me about my periods, I was certain a pregnancy-abortion conversation would go over like a lead balloon. My girlfriend and I decided to go to New York City and lie about my age and hope for the best. A friend sold some pot to raise funds, and we flew to New York City and slept in the airport until it was time to go to the hospital. I didn't get in the door. Home we came, and in the meantime, my girlfriend's parents figured it all out. They facilitated conversation between me and my parents, and the next day my mother and I flew to New York City, where I had a legal abortion. On the flight back, my mother told me we would never, ever talk of this again. My father did not speak to me for months. I mean, not one word. Eventually, maybe 30 years later, my mother and I discussed my abortion. Dad and I never did. And we both agreed it was a tough time, but the only choice was the one I made. I never looked back. Abortion was my only choice, and I'm very, very glad I could have a legal abortion despite the location. I know I was lucky because my parents could and did afford to take me back to New York. If they had not, I would have gone the illegal route. There's no telling how that would have turned out. Like many, maybe I would have been maimed or died. Kyle.